Hi there! Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kearra. So today we're doing a love reading. I just wanted to say it's like a little disclaimer. Something I've noticed about myself is like in the mornings I'm kind of like shaky. So it's hard for me to steady my hands, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. So yeah, I was like trying to post love readings like every day, but I kind of had to take a break the past month from filming in the morning. So yeah, I just wanted to give that disclaimer. If you notice my hands kind of shaking a little bit or it's a little off, I'm trying to figure out like balance everything out and figure out what's going on with that with my doctor and stuff. So working on it, but I felt really good today, and so I wanted to go ahead and film a love reading. So we're going to use the Wonderland Tarot, based off of Alice in Wonderland. Make sure it's yeah. So this is my first time using this deck, so it'll be fun to see. So with the love readings, I like to get one card for the other person and one card for the viewer and kind of read the energy. And then if that resonates, then I'll get the connecting energy, their energy towards you, your energy towards them. Sometimes I get past, present, and future for more context. And then in the extended reading, I'll take a deeper look into the other person, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts and their feelings. So check that out in the description box if you're interested in that. I'll just go ahead and get into so we have the Chariot at the bottom. So it's like looking ahead or looking in the direction that you would like to go. Or this could be like a warning that there's something ahead that you need to like look closer to see in the direction that you're trying to go. Because we have the Tower right underneath that, and the Four of Wands, the Ace of Oysters underneath that. So it's like there is a new opportunity here, but this person could be kind of like playing games with you or messing with you in some way. So it's like while you're kind of relaxed or just like hopeful that you're headed in the right direction, there could be something that you're not seeing here because you're maybe too comfortable. So it's like a warning to look closer, to look ahead at something, something that's going to like unexpectedly come in, like another party or something could just like unexpectedly come into the situation. So with the other person here, I think this is the 10 of hats, 10 of hearts, whatever it is. What I'm seeing here is how this person is spinning this ball and there's someone watching. I'm getting this energy of someone who like spins a narrative. Or someone who's like deep in they're able to kind of spin a narrative or create like a certain presentation with the situation. And with all of these hats, it's like all of their different personas or personalities, or all of the different times they were able to like get away with this or something. Someone who feels very in control and has others like very captivated by like their work. And with you, we have the strength in the reverse. So again, it's like you have your guard down, or you're leaving yourself really vulnerable, or you're kind of trusting instead of being like at the forefront or like in control of the direction of the situation. You're in this energy of kind of sitting back and like trusting in the direction, or trusting in the way things are going without looking closer, or like looking too deep into the situation to see more, or to see if there could be like another side to the story, or something else going on, or like someone else who could like potentially end up coming into the situation in an unexpected way. So this is like a unicorn here, so it's like you could have kind of like unrealistic ideas about the future, or like how um to carry yourself forward in the situation. Like again, it's coming from a very like relaxed position, or just it's like you're trusting in like the divine and the other person or the situation to all kind of like come together in this certain way. But again, this other party, um, as we start to look deeper here, this other party is kind of like used to like wearing many personas or spinning a lot of different narratives. And so it's like on one hand, if you know more about this person, it should be kind of obvious the direction that the situation's going to go in. But you could have this like unrealistic or false hope, or this false idea that it's like going to turn out differently for you guys, or it's going to like end up like magically in a better um, place or direction at some point. Um, so yeah, it's like there's this energy where you've been like too trusting, and so you haven't like looked closer or looked deeper. But it's like if you were to kind of like open up your eyes and look a little bit deeper in what's around you or the direction that you've been going in, then you would realize it's kind of obvious where it's heading or where it's going to end up, and that you've had some unrealistic ideals or expectations on how this could go. But it could be because this other person is kind of like somewhat influenced you. So it's like this level of like it's still going to be really unexpected. Um, so let's get more into this and see connecting energy. So with the connecting energy, we had the high priestess come out. And so what I'm getting is it's like there's a need for you to use your intuition when it comes to the situation, instead of um, being so relaxed or having this idea that this is like natural growing pains, or this is kind of like a part of the process of like getting deeper, figuring things out. It's like it shouldn't be so difficult, or like you shouldn't have to like leave yourself so vulnerable or just kind of like go along with like whatever the other person wants, even if it's kind of going against what you know is right, or what you truly want, or how you would feel like validated in a relationship. Because then we have this six of wow, what are those things called? The pink flamingos. I think that's what it is. The six of flamingos. It's like the six of swords. So yeah, um, more about like, again, like I was just saying, you needing to use your intuition in regards to the direction that you would like to see yourself heading in a relationship. Like if the situation is truly in alignment with you, it's like, again, if this person is kind of like looking about as she's rowing, it's like a little bit more in control of the direction they're headed in, and looking out for like what's around you. It's like if you kind of open up your eyes a little bit and be willing to see what's around you, then your intuition will start to communicate with you as far as what's best for you and the direction that you need to go in order to not only protect yourself, but like the people around you that you really care about. You could have someone that's like dependent on you. Like you could take care of like an older family member, like a grandmother, grandfather, auntie, one of your parents or something. Yeah, it's like you have this tendency to get so caught up in like your work and like being able to provide or like make sure that like everything's going the way that it should, that you may have gotten a little bit um kind of like head down, just like caught up in like the productivity or like carrying out responsibilities. And so it's this energy of like you got kind of like deep in it without really seeing something about the direction that you were going in, and now you're realizing that it's going to like impact the people around you that are also dependent on you. But with all these flamingos, it's like spirit is coming in because you kind of had your head down and weren't necessarily taking a closer look or paying attention to everything around you. Spirit is like stepping in to help like wake you up or kind of show you something, or to help. It's like once you see, like the flamingos are kind of like a metaphor for like once you see something around you, it will cause you to start to look around and see the reality of like the direction that you're going in, or like how vulnerable you've kind of kept yourself in the situation, and then it gives you the opportunity to kind of like wake up or like take control of the direction, or start to put in um, that effort to make sure that you're protecting yourself and like the people that you care about or the people that depend on you, and steering things in like a more positive direction. Yeah, with this person, we have the Nine of Oysters, and there's this energy of just like this person's kind of like leading everyone down this certain path, and then I'm getting this energy of like they're just going to go through this door and like shut everyone out or something, or they have these like specific intentions to lead everyone through this door, and then they're not going to like follow through. um this is like one of their many hats, right? Or I don't know why I'm just getting like a very kind of like selfish, self-serving vibe. It's like with the nine, it's like this person's doing all of this kind of like to build themselves up, or like for their own interest, or to, yeah, to like lead certain people in a certain direction, or like have a certain sense of power or control over others, or it's like the same song and dance that they've done like with many other people, where they lead them in one direction and then like shut them out and go in another, or yeah, you've been on this journey and you felt like, okay, this is just like a natural part of learning and growing and exploring, and so you just kind of like follow along or go along with this, and then it's like this, it's like leading you to this like dark place or this kind of like dead end, um or to just somewhere that you don't necessarily want to be. So spirit is kind of stepping in and giving you the opportunity to like look around you and see deeper into the situation. You may have felt like you had no reason not to trust this person, but then again, it's like if you were to have taken a deeper look at the situation all along, you would see they were just kind of like leading you on, or like spinning a narrative, spinning a story, spinning a tale. It's like the same thing that they do to many others, and then they were just working on like doing it one more time with you, because we have the 9 and then the 10, so it's like um another notch, right? Or like just another time that they did this. Yeah, it's like their same song and dance that they go through over and over. And we have the Empress in the reverse. So this is just clarifying. This is like, again, whatever this, there's like an elderly figure in your life that is dependent on you, that you moving in this direction is putting them in a vulnerable position. And so then it's like you having to kind of wake up and see the effect that this is having on like not only you, but also yeah, this was where I was getting. So yeah, it's like having to see the effect that the situation is having on the people around you that are like dependent on you as well as yourself. So you can't just kind of like sit back and expect the situation to like grow or to go into a better place, or for it to be kind of like different this time around, or like different for you because now it's like negatively or directly impacting like someone that you care about that's dependent on you. And so there's a need to kind of turn things around and make sure that you're getting like yourself and everyone that you care about in like a really healthy place, and recognizing this other person maybe had intentions to do the opposite, like not like they woke up and was just like, oh, I'm going to lead this individual into this like dark place, but it's more of like a selfishness of like getting whatever they can out of people, and then just kind of then discarding them in the same way that they have others, and like moving on to the next. So yeah, it's not like even intentional, it's more just they are like very focused on themselves or self-serving, or just yeah, have like very selfish intentions, or there's like a lack of empathy to consider like then how it has affected like all of these people that they've like hurt or left behind or like led astray in some way. So yeah, something here like causes you to wake up and realize like, okay, not only is that going to happen to me or would that affect me, but it's like, okay, I can't be a product of that or leave myself victim or vulnerable to that cycle, because I have other people depending on me, or I have other people that I have to look out for and care for. It's like other people that have like looked out for you or taken care of you or helped guide you in the past that you're now responsible for, they're dependent on you like in return. It's like this cycle of like kind of giving back, and really picking up on it could be like, yeah, just like someone older that you are related to that like maybe lives with you that has like dependent on you or something. So this one's kind of a specific reading, or it could be like maybe you take care of the elderly or something, or it's like something to do with your job. You have like very vulnerable people dependent on you or something. So it doesn't have to resonate exactly specifically how I was saying, but it could be something similar. Um, So again, we have the Emperor, but just from the way this card looks and the way it's showing up, I'm getting such like crazy vibes, like someone who's just like sees people as like a new opportunity to like gain something for themselves. We have the King of Peppermints underneath that. And then yeah, the Queen of Flamingos and the Eight of Flamingos. So it's like, oh my gosh, and the Five of Flamingos. They want to kind of like take something that you have, as the Queen of Flamingos, right? They're just like very interested in something that they feel that you have to offer. It's like they feel as though they need it for themselves in order to spice up like their own life or their own agenda. So in the past, we have Justice. So you could have recently, just very recently, went through something in the situation that kind of turned the whole thing on its head, literally. But this, again, it's like this is happening in order to, it's like Spirit is stepping in to help wake you up or to usher you or urge you to use your intuition, like kind of look up out of your responsibilities and the things you've been focusing on and be more aware of the direction that you're headed in regards to the relationship or this connection, and see how it's affecting the people around you. So yeah, so Spirit is stepping in to kind of help you with that or nudge you in that right direction, by like flipping everything around or creating some sort of chaos or some sort of switch in the dynamics that makes you really aware of like how vulnerable the situation has left you and like others that rely on you or something. So it's like, yeah, this is you may recently be stepping out of some sort of chaos, but this is happening to give you a chance to protect yourself. With the Knight of Flamingos, it's just like giving you that opportunity to see like how quickly the situation could turn into a very chaotic situation, but then giving you that opportunity to use the tools that you do have that this other person maybe wants access to for whatever reason as a resource or a power to come forward and protect yourself in the situation and protect your heart. And so you're no longer so vulnerable. But it's like everything is shifting and moving super, super quick. So there's this advice from Spirit to like, if you have went through like a recent upheaval or everything flipping around, then it's like know that things are going to move forward or shift really quickly. So be like very vigilant or quick on your feet, or it's like not a lot of time to like be emotional or mourn the situation, because you may have to kind of like protect yourself or get yourself in a better place first, and then you'll have time to like decompress and understand like everything that happened or like process it, heal from it, mourn the situation, like emotionally, just like go through the process of gaining the perspective to like really understand what happened and like recover. It's like you'll be able to get yourself in a more safe, calm space where you can like rest and recover again. But there's this message right now that in the present time you want to like really focus on protecting yourself as the situation is moving very, very quickly and rapidly in an unexpected way. But you've recently been shown some sort of signs or it's like inklings or clarity in regards to what you need to do to be able to protect yourself here. So we have gentle breeze, delicate. This situation requires a gentle touch of kindness and understanding. You may be dealing with a person or situation that is sensitive. This may include yourself. Handle with care and compassion. Winds of change, courage. Allowing change can open up your world in ways you could have never imagined. Dare to live courageously and soar above the clouds to discover new ideas, new people, and new outlooks to see your world in an expanded way. Fork in the road, choices. You are in a situation that requires you to make an important decision to either go back to what is comfortable or what is new and challenging. Both have pros and cons, so it's a matter of what will help you to grow. So that's definitely with the flamingo here. It's like you have the opportunity to protect yourself in the situation. You kind of have control. Once we have the awareness, and we also have the responsibility of the control in the situation, or managing our aspects of that. But I keep hearing this is like all happening for your divine benefit, to give you the chance to better protect yourself for anything that's like really unexpected. So we have focus. Ooh, and divine masculine. So I'm going to read both of those for you. If you've been feeling scattered, now is the time to hone in on your desires. Time to be direct and very clear with your intentions. Watch your thoughts, because you are drawing into your life what you are focusing on. Meditate on this card when you want clarity and directness in thought and speech. So again, makes perfect sense. Everything that we picked up on in the reading here. The divine masculine is the embodiment of logic, direct action, and strength. In the most evolved aspect, he represents the builder, the protector, and the guardian. Drawing this card can symbolize that divine masculine energy is needed to balance your current situation. It can also represent brother, father, healing, and the healing of relationships with the divine masculine in your life. So that could be like this other person that this situation is like affecting. Be healing some sort of like brother-father relationship, as that person is like now dependent on you or something, or you see how like this relationship is affecting them, so it like urges you to make a change, which helps you to like heal that relationship with that person. Or it's like them watching you go through something like this like wakes them up in order to help them step forward, and just like creates an openness for healing. So I have retreat at the bottom, and omens. So I'm going to read both of those for you. This is a good time to retreat into your safe place, a quiet time to gather your resources for what's to come. Work on making your mind, body, and soul as strong and unencumbered as possible. This is the card that urges you to get your ducks in a row for the changes that lay ahead. Changes sometimes come fast and furious. Even when they are longed for, it can take us unprepared. By drawing this card, you are advised to prepare for some changes that are coming your way soon. Alternately, this is a time to process the changes that you have recently gone through. So yes, makes perfect sense with everything yet again, right? Hawks are messengers. This majestic bird flies high and reaches the realms of the spirit. They bring back messages from both the seen and unseen. Drawing this card speaks of focus and intuition. Pay attention to the coincidences in your life right now. Focus on where you want to go and how high do you want to fly. When you see a hawk, someone is trying to get your attention. Pay attention to serendipity in your life. Be glad, for this is a reminder that you are living in the flow of energy and things will soon shift for you. So this makes perfect sense because with your connecting energy here, the High Priestess, like I said, I'm mainly getting that it's like urging you to use your intuition in the situation. And like these flamingos here, like I said, are kind of acting as like spirit stepping in. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a hawk that you're seeing. It's like whatever would be meaningful to you or come as like a sign to you, whatever you're seeing around you. This like the flamingos, just like I said, something coming in and acting as like the messenger to wake you up in a sense, to kind of spark that attention. And then it gets you looking around and you see, oh, okay, like you're able to more clearly see the direction that you're headed in regards to this relationship or connection. And it gives you that opportunity to then make the changes or brace yourself and prepare for the changes, right? Or to just do what you need to do in order to have yourself ready. That ducks in a row type of advice. So yeah, this is all I have for the love reading here, but we'll just go into the extended now. So if you're interested in that, it'll be linked in the description box down below. Or if you'd like a more personal reading, then that will also be linked in the description box down below. But yeah, I hope you have a really great day. Thank you so much.